By the end of this video, you're going to know how to build out AI agents with MindPal with just a single click of a button, and I'm going to share with you 5 use cases that you should implement immediately because this is going to help you automate a ton of your work. Okay, so when it comes to actually using MindPal, here is what you're going to do. You're going to come to mindpal.space, you're going to sign up, you can get started today for free, and then you're going to see this. They have this nice walkthrough right here that will literally walk you through a bunch of different things that you have here. But if we start with the homepage right here, you will be able to see that you can literally type in a single prompt right here. You could have it build based off of certain knowledge. You could upload things, you could upload a photo, and then this will actually go through and help you build out your first AI agent literally with just a single prompt. I'm going to show you this in just a little bit, but first I wanted to walk through some other things. So if we come under assets right here, you'll be able to see that you can upload different folders and you can upload different knowledge sources. This could be a file, or this could be a URL. In fact, you could paste in a bunch of different URLs here. So if you want your AI agent or your AI chatbot to be trained on something, that's one of the places that you could do it. In addition to that, if you come into notes right here, you will be able to see that you can upload notes here and basically just have a bunch of notes on the different agents that you've built or anything like that. If you come into brand voices, you could click on this and you could give exactly what your brand voice is going to be. For example, you could type in exactly what you want that to be, or you could provide a sample text that matches your desired brand voice and it will actually generate with AI exactly what your brand voice should be. In addition to that, if you come into tools right here and click on new tool, you will be able to provide an API request, or you could add in your own API request. Basically, this is going to allow you to then link MindPal to different APIs so that you could link together a bunch of different tools if you wanted to be able to do that. If you click on this bottom right hand corner right here, they have really good documentation on all this. They have really good product tours that I would strongly suggest that you actually go through because it's going to walk you through building your first agent, building your first AI multi-agent workflow, chatting with an agent, and doing a bunch of other things right here. So what we are going to do is we're going to come back over to home right here, and you'll also see that they have MindPal Academy where you can walk through building out an AI agent or building out a AI multi-agent workflow, which is going to be a bunch of different agents. The first thing that I want to do is I want to actually create an agent. So we're going to click on create agent right here. And what we want to do is let it know the job that needs to be done for this agent. So I want to build out an AI agent that I can give a news article to, and then it creates a blog post for me. So I'm going to click generate with AI. Again, you could browse through different templates here. We could start from scratch, or we could import JSON to actually do this. So I'm going to click on generate with AI. Now what this is going to go through is this is actually going to go through and show me what I should actually do here. Now there are a bunch of different things that we have to go through here. First and foremost, we have the background right here, and then we have the output format. You're going to want to go through all of this and make sure that this is actually accurate. In addition to that, you want to go through these knowledge sources right here, and you want to make sure that it has the knowledge that you need. For example, if you have other blog posts that you've done, this is where you'd actually want to add that in, and it's where you'd want to add in any notes that you want this AI agent to have. And if you click on force right here, this will make it so that it always forces itself to check this knowledge and doesn't only check it if some certain criteria is met. In terms of output settings, we could choose here the language, we could choose the brand voice. If we want a different language model, we could choose exactly what language model is going to be used right here. I'm going to use Gemini 2.5 Pro because that's what it recommends. We could change the temperature on this if we wanted to, or we could change the max output tokens, again, if we wanted it to. Tools right here, again, we could have it do a bunch of different things here. For example, we could have it search the web, we could have it do a video search, we could have it generate speech. There are literally tons of things that you could get this to do. And then sub agents, these are going to be where you can reference all the other different agents that you have. You could add in MCPs right here, and you could add in browser use by simply adding in an API key right here. But as you can see, you could literally get this to help you automate anything. Okay. So we actually have this going through. You could see that this AI agent has now been created successfully. Now what we're going to see here is we could come in here and we could update this agent a bunch of different times if there are things that we want to add to it or change with it or things like that. Or we could check out how that agent actually interacts. In addition to that, if we come to chatbot right here, you can actually build out your own chatbot also so that people can interact with it. Okay, so now that we actually have our agent created here, in order to use this, we're going to come over to home right here. We'll be able to click right here and you'll be able to see all the different workflows that we have or all the different agents that we have, and you could apply different filters or you could search for it after you've built out a bunch of these different agents. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to click on news to blog converter. I can then put a URL in here. I can click on this and this will go ahead and now spit me out a blog post based on this news article. So it literally goes through and says, okay, I can help you transform that news article into an engaging blog post. And then it's going to come down here and it is going to create that blog post for me. And this is awesome because the other thing that this could do is now go through and suggest different images and a bunch of things along the lines of that. And we could have this literally spit out a brand new blog post. Now, of course, this is a very simple use case for how you could actually build out an AI agent. And what you need to think about now are all the different tasks that you are doing right now that are a complete waste of time because you could literally build out an AI agent that can automate it. Now, before we get into some of those crazy use cases, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools. I upload videos like this every single day and you're not going to want to miss them. In addition to that, I just launched AI Automation School that you can check out at the pinned comment below. It's a community that's going to teach you how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, and it's a way for you to be able to get personalized feedback from me on exactly what AI tools you should be using for your specific use cases. Again, check it out at the pinned comment below. So here are by far my favorite use cases for this. If you come into workflows right here, you're going to see that you will also have access to templates right here, which are going to be a bunch of different templates, or community marketplace where you will find both free templates and paid templates. Now these templates that are paid are going to be incredibly cheap, but essentially what you could do here is you can now search through different things. For example, obviously I am a YouTuber. If I type in YouTube right here, we're then going to see that there are a bunch of different things here. For example, repurpose YouTube video. If I click on this right here, you are going to be able to see that I'm going to be able to give some user input here and then get a LinkedIn post, a Facebook post, a Twitter post, an Instagram post, a marketing email, and a blog from a single YouTube video. This is going to be incredibly useful for me, and this is going to be use case number one. So I'm going to click on duplicate right here, and what this is going to do is this is going to duplicate this workflow into my thing right here. And now what I could do is go through each of these and I could actually see exactly what needs to be inputted and then what this is going to output, and I can think about all of the different things that this is doing right here. So basically, this is a very simple user input and then a bunch of different agents that are going to be strung together here. And guess what? I could come over to home now, and then I can come under here and I could go under workflow and I see repurpose YouTube video. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take a random YouTube video. In fact, I will take one of my latest YouTube videos. So we're going to type in Rob the AI guy. I'm going to pull my latest video, which is about Manus. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to pause this right here so that you guys don't hear this. We're going to take this URL right here, come back over to MindPal, and I'm literally just going to upload this. And what did you see here? That I can actually upload multiple different URLs at once. So I'm going to process this URL right here, and once this is done processing, I'm going to click continue, and I could have this run by default, supervised, or in the background. We're going to click on continue right here, and now this AI agent is going to go through and it is going to turn my YouTube video into a bunch of other different things. For example, we're going to get a blog post right here from the LinkedIn writer agent. We are going to get a Facebook post right here. We're going to get a Twitter post, we're going to get a blog post, and a bunch of other stuff. And I want you to think about how this literally just automated a bunch of people's jobs right here. But this isn't the only thing I want to show you. That was only use case number one that I really liked. Use case number two right here is going to be if we come over here and we scroll down a little bit into newsletter writer. I have a bunch of people that have asked me to help them build this out. So essentially, again, we have an AI agent workflow right here. This is going to take the input, it's going to generate some questions, it's going to do deep research, it's going to summarize and select, it's going to write out the newsletter, and then it is actually going to build it out. So again, we're going to click on duplicate right here. And what we have is now an AI agent workflow that we're going to be able to use. We can come over here. We can see that it also shows right here, this newsletter writer. We can type in the topic. So I'm going to type in Manus AI. My target audience is going to be people who want to automate work with AI. And then if I have any references, I could put them in here. I don't have any references. So I'm going to click on continue right here. And then we're going to walk through some other use cases. But first, I want to show you what this is actually doing. This is generating a bunch of research queries. It's then going through and doing deep research on each one of these questions. And once that step is complete, it's going to go through and actually create the newsletter and then write it out. And as you can see, the credits that this actually takes to run is like basically nothing compared to most other automation tools. Now, use case number 3 that I really like this for is going to be Gumroad product listing right here. Now, the reason that I like this is because this can be repurposed for a bunch of different things. Whatever you are creating a listing for, replace Gumroad and you can literally have this happen for anything. For Amazon listings, for eBay listings, for Shopify listings. Literally anywhere you are going to list something, you could use this right here in order to generate listings, and you literally just have to rewrite what this is going to be actually focusing on. And instantly, you're going to have a multi-agent workflow that can literally do this now for a bunch of different products. The next one that I really love is this AI sales meeting prep. If you click into this, you will be able to see that you will be able to put in some input right here, and then this is going to allow you to prep for your meetings instantly. If we click on duplicate right here, we'll be able to see all the different things that this does. But essentially, you literally just put in who you're meeting with, what the company is, and then you could see that it's going to go through and do a bunch of things. It's going to collect and analyze company insights. It's going to analyze company insights against your offer. It's going to generate tailored discovery questions, optimized discovery questions. It's then going to generate potential responses so that you can actually get prepared for your sales meeting. And then this last use case that I like here is the Alex Hormozi test for business ideas. Now, I don't want you to think about Alex Hormozi for this. Instead, I want you to think about whoever is an idol for you. Maybe it's somebody in copywriting. Maybe it's somebody in business. Maybe it's somebody in art. Maybe it's somebody in music. You could literally recreate this, not for business, but for anything. So you could take all of the knowledge that exists for how somebody judges stuff. You can then implement it into an AI workflow like this, and then the user will input things. For example, let's say that we did this for Drake for music test. You would then be able to type in your music lyrics, and it would go through and say whether or not Drake would actually like this, or Travis Scott, or Frank Ocean, or for whatever you want to be able to judge, you can build out an AI agent that will be able to judge all of this different stuff. And then guess what? Then you create another AI agent that actually creates a song, creates a title, creates a thing, and now you have a bunch of different AI agents working together to give each other feedback. And this is going to replace the need for humans to be doing that with each other. Now, like I was sharing earlier, if you're confused on what AI tools you should be using for your specific use cases, go to that pinned comment below and check out AI Automation School. It's never going to be cheaper than it is right now with the special launch pricing. Or check out this video right here that walks you through 7 different use cases that you can use Manus AI for in order to automate your work. I'll see you over there.